All right, beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to another live stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic. We're here in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock my time, so not a morning stream today, but I felt like this was a pretty decent time to jump on. So we'll give it a minute, let everyone get in here who wants to join us live as we always do. And yeah, I hope you're doing fantastic today. We'll see who gets first in chat, and while we wait on that, I'm going to go ahead and pull my comments up. Just a second. There we go. Zoe's going to get first in chat. What's up, Zoe? And then we got Ghost right behind her. We got Sanchez. We got Anna. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? Welcome to the stream. We got Crystal in here. What's up, Crystal? Hello, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So, interesting. I know I say this every time. Interesting is becoming a habit. Interesting topic of today's stream. We're going to be talking about anxiety acceptance. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. So this stream actually might be a little bit more in-depth than you might think. So I recommend just being patient, holding on a minute or two, and we're going to get started. We're going to talk about what I mean by don't hold it back. Miller, welcome to the chat. Let me try to fix the chat box real quick, guys. I'm not sure why it's not working. Give me just a second. All right, sometimes switching screens fixes it. There we go. All right. I don't know why the chat box has always been so picky on when it decides to work and how to get it to work, but it always has been. It's been lagging recently too. I don't know what's going on with chat box. Hey fam, hope you're all having a good day / night. Thank you for that, Crystal. You too. Hope you're having a good day / night. All right, guys, how many people we got in here so far? Let's check it out. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we're starting to get some people in here. We'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll get rolling. Anxiety acceptance. Don't hold it back. Like I said, on the surface, this may not seem like a very deep topic, right? It might sound sort of obvious at first. But I do recommend that you hold on just a minute until we get started, because this topic might run a little bit deeper than you think it does. We're definitely going to talk about that. Also, real quick, it's kind of embarrassing, but you guys know that I made like a secret little wish list for my mom for Christmas. I was going to surprise her with it. I announced that the other day. Several people came to me and was like, yo, I tried to use the wish list. It's not working. You don't have a shipping address set or something. And I had to fix it. So I apologize. That was my stupid mistake. But I did fix it, and I'm going to drop it in the chat right now for anyone who would like to revisit that. But yeah, I do apologize for advertising that and it not even working. So my apologies. Anyway, let's see how many people we got in here now. Okay, we got a handful of people in here. Who's with us? Let's do a quick roll call. Whoa, what is that? What is that? I'm not looking at the chat at the moment. Who was that? What was that? Rumble with the $5 tip. Thank you so much. Been sending people your way. Thank you so much, Rumble. Appreciate you. Let's see. Thank you, Rumble. Sorry, I'm trying to get all these tabs closed out. I've got like a million tabs open. All right. I'm sorry. I won't be distracted much longer. There we go. Rumble, thank you so much for the $5 tip. Crystal, thank you for the purple hearts. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. How many people do we got in chat? All right. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. I feel like that's a good enough number. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety acceptance. Don't hold it back. Anxiety acceptance. Don't hold it back. Now, like I said, big deep breath. Now let's get this started. Like I said, some people may read the title of this stream, and at first glance you may think to yourself something like, okay, well, that's obvious. This stream is not very interesting to me. This is not going to be a very deep topic. But let me elaborate. you need to be very, very clear about something during your recovery, and you need to be crystal clear about this something. And that something is this. If you are using acceptance, right, which means that you are going around trying to tell yourself the right things about your thoughts and feelings instead of adding that second fear negativity, and you're continuing to try to live your life, if you are using acceptance, you need to ask yourself and give yourself an honest answer. Am I holding anything back? And what I mean by that is there a part of me that doesn't want to experience, or is there a part of me, and this is normal, if the answer to this question is yes, this is normal, we're going to talk about it. Is there a part of me that is unwilling to put myself into situations, whether that situation be with a thought, a feeling, a person, whatever the case may be, whatever triggers you? Is there a part of me that is still unwilling to experience anxiety and put myself in anxiety-provoking situations? Is there a part of me, okay, and we're going to carry on with that point, is there a part of me that is unwilling to feel panic, right? We don't talk about panic a whole lot. Why are we bringing up panic, Wonder Bro? Let me elaborate. A lot of times, this ongoing journey for a lot of people revolves around the fact that they don't want something to spew over into panic. And this is going to be the bigger point of the stream. A lot of people live their life, and even during their acceptance journey, with this idea that they don't want to encounter panic. They don't want something to spew over into panic. Does that make sense? And maybe not even the word panic. Maybe they just don't want it to get more intense. Maybe they just don't want it to burn hotter. Maybe they just don't want it to peak. Right? So a lot of people will go through their acceptance journey sort of with this underlying false belief that, okay, I do not want this to get any more intense. I do not want this to peak. And I understand that. I get that you don't want to be uncomfortable, right? I understand you're a human being, and I totally understand where you're coming from. But understand one thing. If you are not working on your willingness to let that anxiety peak, if you are not working on your willingness to have it possibly spew over, right, if you put yourself in an anxiety-provoking situation. If you're not working on that willingness to have that anxiety spew over even into maybe about a panic, right, then we are not quite getting through to what needs to be done. So don't hold it back, right? The topic of today's stream, don't hold it back. I understand that in one hand you really are trying with this acceptance thing. I understand that you're trying to tell yourself more accepting things instead of fueling the fire. I understand you're trying to be more productive in your daily life with these positive behaviors. I understand you're trying. But just as Donkey, hello Donkey, said in the chat just now, run towards the fear. This is kind of like that final notch that you need to put under your belt, that you need to get under your belt. And you can, and here's something you probably don't want to hear, but you can only gain that final notch unless you're, just like Donkey said, running towards the fear. So if you notice that there's a certain level of unwillingness in you to let anxiety grow, to get more intense, to let anxiety even maybe cause you panic, if that unwillingness is there, I want you to understand, A, that's normal, B, everybody gets where you're coming from, but C, we do want you to practice getting that final notch under your belt where you're not holding anything back. So what's an example of holding something back? So an example of holding something back could be, I'm using acceptance, but I'm also making sure I avoid anything that might make my anxiety a little bit more intense, right? Wonder Bro, I'm using acceptance, but as I go throughout my daily life and my daily activities, if something causes me to feel anxious and I feel like that anxiety might get more intense or might cause panic, I'm going to turn away. I'm going to try to avoid that. I'm going to try to get around that, right? So there's that awkward stage, and a lot of people are in that awkward stage, and I was there for a very long time. There is that awkward stage where it's kind of like, okay, I'm using acceptance, Wonder Bro. I'm working on these 2 keys, which is great. That's a great start. You should be absolutely proud of yourself. But there's that awkward stage where it's like I'm using the 2 keys, but I'm also making sure I sidestep any possible panic, any possible intense anxiety. Like if I can avoid a certain situation, I'll do that. If I can get rid of that thought really quick by doing a compulsion, I'm going to do that. And then I'll get right back to acceptance. Right? Show of hands, that way people don't feel so alone. Show of hands in chat, how many people are guilty of that? How many people are guilty of practicing these 2 keys, but at the same time, they still got that wall up, right? How many people are guilty of practicing these 2 keys, but at the same time, they still got that shield up, right? I'm going to practice these 2 keys, but I'm going to try to sidestep any possible added anxiety, right? I don't want to go into that situation. If I can use a compulsion really quick and reassure myself and make that thought go away with a compulsion, then I'm going to go that route, and then I'll get back to acceptance, right? So how many people are guilty of, I'll use those 2 keys, but I'm gonna continue to quote unquote protect myself, right? I'm gonna continue to quote unquote protect myself. If I can use a compulsion, I'm gonna do it. If I can not put myself in that anxiety provoking situation, I'm gonna do it. All right. So this stream is really aimed at, guys, I understand that you're using the 2 keys, and I am so proud of you. You have no idea how proud of you I am. But this stream is aimed at that final notch in your belt. This is like, we're talking like in-game. This is an in-game chat. This is an end-of-the-game stream. This is in-game level stuff. There must come a point towards that in-game of your recovery, right, where you're not sidestepping anxiety. You're not trying to have that shield up. You're not trying to hold it back. You're putting yourself in situations, right? And you can go at your own pace. You can absolutely go at your own pace. But you're putting yourself in situations where, yes, anxiety might come. You're putting yourself in situations where, yes, I know if I don't use this coping method or compulsion, this might get more intense, but you're doing it anyway. There must come that end game where you're like, yes, I know that if I make the right decision here, that might not be the easiest decision, but I'm going to make the right decision. And yes, that might make my anxiety grow, whatever that right decision is, not using the coping method, whatever. That might make my anxiety grow, but okay, right? There must come a point during your recovery where we get that final notch under your belt where you say, I am willing to put myself in an anxiety-provoking situation, whatever that might be. I am willing to even let panic come. No, I don't like it. I'm not asking you to like it, right? I'm not asking you to do the impossible. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not asking you to come into it without it scaring you. It probably will scare you. I'm just asking you to work on scoring that final notch in your belt that says, you know what, I might not like it, it might scare me, but I am ready to no longer have this protective wall up. Whatever's going to come is going to come, and I'm willing to put myself in situations that cause it. I'm willing to make decisions, whether it's not using a coping method, not using a compulsion. I'm willing to make decisions that might cause this anxiety. I'm willing to make choices that might even bring about slight panic, right? This is that last little, like Fractional in chat said, this is that last little stream of all streams, the end stream, right? This is not our last stream, but you get my point. This is one of those streams where we say, here's the reality, right? If you're using those 2 main keys, but you notice that there is still a big part of you, and it's a practice. You don't have to be perfect. You can work on it in little bits at a time, little chunks at a time. If you notice that there's still a big part of you that tries to sidestep anxiety, oh, God, I don't want to deal with that right now, do the compulsion, do the coping method, right? If you notice that there's still a big part of you that's like, okay, I don't want to deal with that possible panic right now. I'm not going to make that decision. No, screw that, If you notice that you're guilty of that, and a lot of people are, and I know I definitely was one of those people, then I want you to understand that it's time to level up in your recovery. It's time to level up in your recovery and come to the decision that you're going to use the 2 keys, the accepting inner voice and just continuing to live your life, right? Instead of fighting with these thoughts and feelings, you tell yourself accepting things about them and let them be. There needs to come a decision where you say, okay, I'm going to use the 2 keys, right? I'm going to continue using the 2 keys. But now I'm also going to introduce the magic ingredient, which is no longer trying to avoid anxiety in situations that maybe I could avoid it, but I'm not going to because I want that practice. Maybe I could avoid that panic by making a avoidance decision or a negative decision or a coping method / compulsion decision, but I'm not going to. We want to get you in that mindset of don't hold it back, right? And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, how are you supposed to learn to overcome your fear of fear, right? If you're using the 2 keys, but you're still sidestepping anxiety when possible, right? Are you really getting as much practice in as you could be in that way? No. Like I said, congrats on using the 2 keys, but are you really getting as much practice in as you could be if you're using the 2 keys but still trying to get around anxiety where you can? right? You guys want to answer that for me in chat? Are you gaining as much practice as you could be? Of course not. Of course not, right? So that's just one of many reasons why we want you to come to this mindset of, I'm not going to try to sidestep this anxiety. If this decision causes me anxiety, okay. If this, not using this compulsion or this coping methods causes me anxiety, okay. We want to get you into a mindset of, I'm willing to do the practice, which means I'm willing to feel it, right? And again, some people are going to watch this stream and they're going to think to themselves, oh God, you got to be willing to feel it 100%. I can't do that. No, you're going to be scared. I want you to understand that you're going to be scared. You're not going to like what you're hearing, right? You're going to be unsure. I want you to understand all of this. You're a human being. You're not perfect. You're going to be scared. You're going to be unsure. But eventually you say, well, I got to do it. I need to do it, right? And then you put in that real practice, right? Then you put in that real practice. And Crystal in chat used the word exposure. Is this stream really just a stream based on exposure? I guess you could say that, right? I guess you could say that. It's a stream that's basically saying, hey, if you're using the 2 keys, but you're doing it in a shy way, stop being so shy, right? Let's face some things. Let's make some uncomfortable decisions. Let's face some uncomfortable thoughts and feelings. Let's cut out even more of those compulsions. Let's cut out even more of those coping methods, right? This is a stream that's basically saying, let's take your practice to the next level. Hold nothing back. Does everybody get what I'm saying in chat? Hold nothing back. So I'm going to give you an example. Let me just pick one out of the air here. So a common anxiety question, I'm trying to come up with this just on the spot. A common anxiety question that I get, or concern, I guess you could say, that comes to me a lot in my chat on and off, is people being afraid to be alone. Like that's a pretty common theme. Of course, you can apply this to any of your themes, but let me give you an example. So let's say you struggle with the fear of being alone because when you're alone, it causes anxiety and it causes panic, right? Understand that if you are using the 2 keys, but when the moment comes, oh, okay, I'm going to leave now and you're going to be alone. Is that okay with you? And you say, no, I want you to stay, right? And you're like, whew, I dodged a bullet on that one. I don't have to be alone today and face this fear, right? Okay, time to get back to the 2 keys. Number one, I'm proud of you for using the 2 keys, but number 2, you see where you're going wrong. Yes, you are trying to make the 2 main keys a lifestyle, and like I said, I'm so proud of you for that. But at the same time, you're still trying to sidestep anxiety where you can, right? You had an option. That person said, hey, I'll stay with you if you don't want to be alone. And you said, man, I don't want to deal with the anxiety that's going to come from being, yeah, go ahead, right? Go ahead and stay with me, right? So it's kind of like using the 2 keys, but still, and that's just an example. You could give a million examples there. That's just an example. So it's using the 2 keys, but then sidestepping anxiety where you can. Right, and then that can apply to so many different themes and concerns and situations that people have. That can apply to a lot of them, right? So yes, of course, we want you to use that accepting inner voice and continue using those positive behaviors. But at the same time, we want you to get that extra little notch under your belt where you're also purposely facing anxiety where you can, right? And maybe even purposely facing, I'm gonna say it, dare I say it, panic. Right? Because that's where you score the most practice. That's where you teach the brain, hey, this is what's going on. This is the new me with this new attitude and these new behaviors. That's where you start to learn to overcome your fear of fear itself, right? So is this a stream that you could say is based upon doing exposure work? I guess you could say this is a stream based upon exposure work, sure. But I think it's a little bit bigger than that. I think it's also a stream that's saying, hey, be aware of what you're doing. Be aware of what you're doing. Are you using those 2 keys, but at the same time still trying to sidestep anxiety? Are you using those 2 keys, but still at the same time trying to get away from that panic? Right? Ask yourself that question, because that is an important, crucial question to ask yourself, right, along your recovery journey. So with that being said, score that extra notch under your belt, develop that mindset, practice that mindset. I know it's scary, right? I know it's not comfortable, and I know it's anything but fun, right? But you're ready. You're ready to overcome this thing. You are ready to live the life that you deserve to live, and it's going to come down to the choices and decisions that you make on a daily basis as far as your anxiety and panic is concerned. All right, you guys, I love you. Woo. Oh, so much. I hope you did enjoy today's stream, and if you did, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. All the interaction that you guys give to the channel really do help the channel grow. So thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for the thumbs up. Toss a quick one if you enjoyed the stream. So with that being said, we're going to get us some nice, chill, relaxing background music going today. I promise I won't put on any heavy metal today. And then we're going to hang out with chat, answer some questions, see what you beautiful people are up to on this cozy afternoon. Let's go ahead and sit through the ad, and then we'll get our music rolling. Let me know if it's too loud, too low. I will make adjustments. But yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. It is that time. It is that time of the stream. Post-stream, if you're new here. Post-stream is what we call it. Basically, we just hang out and we chill. All right, so who do we still have in here? Let's do a quick little roll call in the chat. We got Remy coming in. What's up, Remy? Been doing good for 3 months. Got hit with some unexpected panics. Got you. Understand, right, that anytime anxiety is turned on, anxiety is learning. So 3 months in the grand scheme of things is a really, really good start. But at the same time, it might take some more time, and that's okay. The brain is weird, and the brain goes at its own pace, and it would rather be safe than sorry, so to speak. So it does take time to retrain all of those pathways. 3 months is an excellent start, and I think Fractal said, more training, right? It's just a training opportunity. Post-stream, yes. Donkey, how you doing, Donkey? How you doing, Donkey? If I can do it with my biggest fear, guarantee you can do it too. Like I said, everybody's allowed to go at their own pace. And that statement is kind of like a loaded statement, because some people might use that as an excuse, you could say, to not embrace more of their anxiety and panic. But at the same time, I always do say that you can go at your own pace. That doesn't mean, never try. It just means, yes, you can go at your own pace, but you should still try. You should still be trying, even if that's kind of a slower pace, right? Even if that is a slower pace. And that is awesome, Donkey. Congrats on really kicking ass on those fears, dude. How you doing today, Miller? Very, very weak legs. Dr. Claire Weeks calls them jelly legs, and it's very, very common. Jelly legs. It's very, very common. It's probably going to be on your top 10 lists of any anxiety symptoms. Good old jelly legs. Very, very common with anxiety. Let's see. Who else we got in the chat? Show of hands, guys. Quick roll call. You're awesome, Donkey. He is, man. Everybody in this chat's awesome. Everybody in this chat's awesome, but, don't put yourself on a time frame, guys. Like, for example, Remy, you've got an excellent start with 3 months. That is amazing. You should be very proud of yourself. At the same time, just because you got some more training ahead of you, right? You've got some anxiety kind of popping up out of nowhere. This is more opportunities for you to practice saying, hey, I'm finally going to break this curse. I'm finally going to learn how to handle myself with this anxiety and panic. I'm going to change my mindset towards this anxiety and panic. See this as an opportunity, Remy. Don't see it as, oh man, for 3 months I did great and now I'm screwed. No, 3 months I did great, and now I'm dealing with the heavy stuff, and I'm going to learn how to deal with the heavy stuff too. I'm going to kick the heavy stuff's ass just like I kicked the light stuff's ass, right? I'm going to tackle this too while I'm at it. I tackled the light stuff. I'm going to tackle the heavy stuff too, because I'm breaking this curse. Like, I'm done with this, right? We're gonna go into this with a mindset. I'm going to practice a new mindset of acceptance with what I tell myself. I'm going to keep living, right? That's what it's all about. She says in her book, don't quote me because this isn't exact, but she says something along the lines of jelly legs are still perfectly capable, or jelly legs are still perfectly good legs. They will still get you from A to B. That's what she says. Something about getting you from A to B. What's up, No Name? I feel woozy and heavy-headed a lot, +1 to cry a lot lately. I'm doing some serious healing. And here's the thing. So here's an interesting topic. A lot of people don't expect that when they start allowing their feelings and not mentally trying to fight them away, they start changing their mindset and allowing these feelings to come, not using compulsions, not using coping methods, just changing their mindset, allowing these thoughts and feelings to be there while they live, right? A lot of people sort of expect that that's like a... and I hate having to talk about this topic, but it's just so important. A lot of people expect that that's a fun process. It's not. It can be, right? As you're healing on and off, and you have good days thrown in there sometimes, and maybe you haven't reached that part yet, that's fine. It can be fun, but it's normally not a very fun experience. When you really, truly accept and you start putting yourself out there more, and you start, allowing your thoughts and feelings and not using compulsions and coping methods, so forth and so on, that is not a very joyful experience, and it's going to bring a lot of these feelings up that you have kind of stored within yourself, right? And no, I'm not just kind of talking out of my ass here. This is a thing. When you, for so long, use coping methods, compulsions, and fight off every thought until you solve it, and I solved it, here comes another one, time to solve it. When you do this for so long, you do build up these emotions within you, right? Some people call that the pain body. You can call it the emotional pain body. You do build up these feelings within you. You think that you're getting relief by using coping methods and compulsions and all this stuff. You are getting that short-term relief, but what you're really doing is you're just kind of building this all up within you. So when you really start to embrace and put yourself out there with a mind shift change, these things kind of come to the surface, and that's why we say this feeling's healing, because this shit's got to go somewhere, right? It's like holding in a poop. It's like, wow, I love where that went, just on the drop of a dime. It's like holding in a poop, right? Eventually, you gotta let it out. You're gonna be on the toilet for a bit, right? It's gonna take it out of you. You're gonna be on the toilet for a bit, so, But that's why we say, start to view it as this feeling is healing instead of this feeling is horrible. No, this feeling is healing. You're literally taking a dump. You are taking a dump. Every time you panic, you are taking a big, nice, fat dump. Every time you have anxiety, you are taking a nice, big, fat dump. And this dump is massive because you've been holding it in. Every time you've ever fought with it in the past or used a compulsion coping method to make it go away, right? Run from it. You are holding it in. So when these feelings start to come and you've got a different mindset nowadays, you've got a mindset of healing instead of fuel, which is negativity, that second fear. When these dumps come, they're going to be big dumps. They're going to be like the dumps you see on Jurassic Park, right? And you got to take those dumps. But that's the thing. When you're looking at these thoughts and feelings as a dump, right? Instead of, oh my God. And of course, all of the oh my gods are just going straight to your nervous system and telling your brain there's a danger. Worry equals danger to the brain. So that just prolongs the cycle, right? But when you're not doing the worry and you're just looking at it as a dump, okay, do you see what we're getting at? That's the attitude that you need to practice. And no, you're not going to be perfect at that attitude. You're going to screw up, right? You're just going to screw up, and probably a good bit. That's fine. Keep coming back to this attitude of this is a good thing. This feeling is healing. This is a release, so forth and so on, right? So forth and so on. Because that's what it is, man. These thoughts and feelings have to go somewhere, guys. They have to go somewhere. These fear pathways have to release at some point. All of this has to come out. And the more you hold it back, which is the title of the stream, and no, when I came up with the title of the stream, I was not thinking about pooping, but you could if you want to. When you hold all these things back by using compulsions and coping methods and fighting it off and running from it, it just builds up. It builds up. That's one way you can look at it. So yes, when you're feeling panic, that's healing. That is healing. When you're feeling strong anxiety, that's healing. And anytime you try to fight it off with all these negative behaviors and negative thinking, right, it's building up. You're just pushing it further to back down. You need to throw this all up. If you've got what does your body do, guys, right? What does your body do if you eat something bad, right? That you're not, that your body can't digest. If you eat something that your body knows is bad for you, what does it do? Just naturally. You don't even have to do it, right? What does your body just naturally do when you eat something bad? It makes you throw up, right? It makes you throw up. So understand, when you're pushing all this stuff back down and you're fighting it and you're fighting it and you're fighting it and you're not using that correct mindset to let it be, you're just pushing that shit back down. Eventually it's got to come out though. Eventually it's got to come out. Your body's going to make you throw up. Just like the anxiety is going to come up, the panic is going to come up. That's the equivalent of your body saying, okay, you've digested some bad shit, we got to throw up. And you got to let that happen, right? You got to let that happen. So we've got a lot of nasty, vile analogies for you today, and that's okay. If we have to compare anxiety and panic to pooping and vomiting, then that's what we'll do. If that helps get our point across, that is absolutely fine. So with that out of the way, we're going to read some comments. We got Sarah in here. What's up, Sarah? Take all the dumps. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I like what you said. Yes, Remy, you just add that fear instead of just letting the dump happen. Oh, I love how we might as well change the title of this stream to shitting and vomiting. Somehow that applies here. It does though. It really does. It's funny. I know it's funny. It's funny. I get it. But it really does apply here. It does. All right, guys, we're about halfway through the stream. If you'd like to support the stream, the link is in the description. First link in the description, or you can use the emails on screen. We are at 5 on a 236-day streak. What we're going to do real quick is I'm going to go grab a cigarette real fast, and I will be right back to finish out the rest of this half-hour stream, and we'll finish strong. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be back. If you got any questions, ask them now. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. We got Sky in the house, dude. We were just talking about you yesterday, Sky. We were wondering how you've been doing. We know you were feeling under the weather. How are you feeling, Sky? It's good to see you, dude. We were a bit worried about you. All right, who do we still have in chat? Let's do a quick roll call. Who do we got in here? Drop some emojis. Let me know you're here. Yes, drive safe. Drive safe, Sky. If you must, you can always watch the stream later. Guys, do you want to see how ridiculous I look with my hood up and my headphones over my hood? We thuggin'. We out here. We thuggin'. We thuggin'. Chat box isn't working on this screen either. Interesting. Interesting. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Is my mic working? Can you guys hear me? This is not what I normally wear for streams where we're going to be doing face cam, but you know, why not? It's the hooded claw. The claw. The only claw I know is from Toy Story. Are we talking about the same claw? My friend thinks you're really hot. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cassie's, Cassie, it's Cassie, right? Cassie's friend. I appreciate that. How flattering. I'm the hottest. Santa Wonder Bros singing us Christmas carols. I need to get one of those big fluffy fake gray beards. That's what I need to do. Maybe we'll do a whole stream dedicated to that. Just Christmas carols, and I'll do my damnedest. And we'll just do the instrumental, so it'll just be me singing the words, and that'll make it even better because I don't know half of the lyrics to these songs. So it'll be quite the event. You don't want to miss it. Go ahead and get your tickets now. Where's our skeleton friend? He needs a Santa hat. He is chilling. Where is he chilling? He's chilling on the couch, I think. Not in here. Not in here. I took him back through the house. I didn't want him looking at me with his beady little eyeballs. There's a strong possibility, Sarah, because like I said, I don't know half of the words to any of these songs, so I'm just gonna have to like do it from memory. And there's a strong possibility it won't sound right. The fire is so delightful. So if it's gonna snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The fire is so delightful, and I think it's gonna snow. So let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I know that one. I know that one's close. I know that's close. Have a discount homeless guy look. Rock it, man. Rock what you got, Sky. Rock what you got. Yeah, nothing will quite ever top my performance of, what is it, Holy Night. Is it a full moon? Come on, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Wonder Bros putting me in the Christmas spirit. I don't even know if this song playing right now is any sort of famous Christmas carol or not. I don't know what this is. I don't know the first word of whatever this is. It's all lo-fi that's based off of Christmas carols, I believe. You didn't get to hear it? Well, if you search hard enough on the last stream, you might be able to find it. I don't even begin to know. Oh, my throat, stop. Shit. I don't even begin to know where at in the stream we did that, but it's in there somewhere on yesterday's stream. You enjoyed my performance. Thank you, Donkey. I feel like I got roasted by pretty much everyone for that one. So, should have a guest box where people can pop in. The only way we'd be able to do that is through some sort of program. Like I can't set that up to be possible with Streamlabs on YouTube, but we could do like a video. That would be the only way, a video call like on something like Zoom, and then go live together. But as far as people being able to pop, I'm sure there's some way, but I wouldn't know how to do that. I'd have to like talk to these people beforehand too, or else we would risk this turning into like an Omegle experience. And if you've ever been on Omegle, you know exactly what I am speaking of and referring to. It is cozy though. It's a cozy day. It's a cozy stream day. I'm cozy. We've got the heater here. It's very chilly, and I don't like to run the baseboard heat's very expensive. I would rather just have my little portable heater right beside me, and just get all cozy. But anyway, we've been on a variety of topics during this stream. If you are out there watching right now and you have a burning anxiety question, please feel free to ask it. Please feel free to ask it. It doesn't matter what we're talking about during post-stream. If you have an anxiety question, those are always prioritized here. So if you do have one, feel free to ask. You can just pop in, drop your question, we'll get to it, no big deal. Okay, I'll look. You might have to do some digging, Crystal. I want to say it was towards, like, near the end of the stream, but I'm not quite sure on that. Oh, I know this song. This is the song that I used to listen to as a kid with the VeggieTales. I've got the hiccups. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Are you just singing along, Ghost, or are you wishing me a Merry Christmas? Either way, Merry Christmas. Either way, Merry Christmas to all of you beautiful people out there. If you did enjoy today's stream, give it a big, big, big thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it. We're running on like 4 hours of sleep over here, so I don't know if it was my best performance, but you know. So how do you approach anxiety that's more in your thoughts while at home instead of going places? So I get what you're saying. There's exposures, right? There is certain exposures, like if you're afraid of whatever it is you're afraid of, and you're going to introduce yourself to that. So there is exposures, and then there's just that more generalized anxiety that's kind of hanging around, which most people deal with, right? Like that's the thing. Most people deal with that. It's the same approach, Crystal, right? It's not practicing the attitude that you've probably practiced for a very long time, which is I don't want to feel this. It is practicing the attitude of, okay, this is here, I'm going to work with it rather than against it. Instead of trying to get it to stop, I'm just going to understand that this is a release, and I'm going to try to work on my mindset. It's all about working on your mindset, and that's going to come down to what you feed yourself, what you tell yourself. And of course you can be productive at home too. You can have fun at home too. So the two main keys absolutely apply no matter where in the world you might be. And I would go out on a limb and I would say, especially at home, that's probably where you spend a lot of your time, right? So two main keys will always apply. It's always going to be, I'm working on my mindset and I'm doing things I enjoy, or I'm doing fun things, I'm doing positive things, I'm doing productive things, right? The two keys absolutely applies no matter if it's during a exposure, a specific exposure that you planned, or just in your casual every day-to-day life. The two main keys will always be your go-to. So that's the good news. The advice doesn't change just because you're going to go tackle an exposure, for example. The advice doesn't change just because you're at home and not tackling a certain exposure, whatever. Two keys all the way, doesn't matter the situation. If we're talking about anxiety, we're talking about those two keys, that accepting mind shift that you're working on, mindset, right? And continuing to live, not using those physical coping, behaviors, coping methods, and so forth. Still got Miller in the house. What's up, Miller? We got Sky. What's up, Sky? How you doing, beautiful? But in case I didn't quite answer your question, Crystal, and because there was two ways that I kind of took that question. If you rather meant how do you deal with anxiety that's mostly around sticky, intrusive thoughts, it's going to be embracing the thoughts like you would embrace a symptom. There you go. That's an interesting way to put it. So you know how if you had an anxiety symptom in your body, right, you would try to look at that for what it is. You would try to tell yourself, you know what, just let it be here. This is a release. You would do the same thing with a thought, because it is an anxiety symptom. It's just in your head. People sometimes think they're two different things. No, it's just another anxiety symptom. A thought is just another anxiety symptom. You don't do anything with it, just like you don't do anything with a physical symptom. You just say, okay, you're here, just like my heart's pounding. I've got a thought in my head. You're here, just like my heart is pounding, right? So you would treat the mental symptoms of anxiety like you would the physical symptoms of anxiety, like something that you're not going to get involved with and you don't necessarily like it, but the mindset is, okay, just let it burn, right? That's the accepting attitude that you are trying to work on. So the thought comes up, okay, I'm going to let that be there. My attitude towards that is just to let it come, let it go. If it gets sticky, it gets sticky. If it causes me anxiety, it causes me anxiety. You know, that's the attitude shift that you apply to both the mental and the physical. Yeah, smash the like button, people. I'd appreciate it. Smash the shit out of the like button. Moose God in the forest. We got about 10 minutes or so left on this one, guys. About 10 minutes or so. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. If you'd like to support the stream, link is in the description. But yeah, with that being said, we got about 10 minutes left. This is your final call to get your burning questions in, and I will do my very best to answer those questions for you, beautiful people. All right. What is your guys' plans for the holidays, if any? It's okay to not have plans. Yeah, there you go, Fractal. Kick the like button's ass, man. Got family coming from France? Nice. Sit home and hope my body heals eventually. That sounds horrible. But like, there's nothing wrong with not having plans, but I don't know if I would sit there just thinking about how you wish anxiety would go away. That sounds horrible. Although I know you're being sarcastic, so I see through it. I see through it, Sarah. I'm picking up the sarcasm, alright? I'm picking it up. We always cook Christmas Day breakfast. Christmas Day breakfast? Okay, that sounds interesting. Breakfast is definitely my favorite meal of the day. So, you know, feel free to share a little bit of that. Or maybe that wasn't sarcasm. Maybe Sarah just like recently sustained an injury or something. And if that's the case, I apologize. I deeply apologize. Okay, yeah, that was the case. She said it's not my anxiety, it's physical. I'm dealing. Okay, well, my deepest apologies. I hope you do heal. I hope you do heal. That's wonderful. I've never heard of Christmas Day breakfast. I've heard of Christmas Day suppers, right, and dinners, suppers, but breakfast I have not heard of. That is a tradition that I would enjoy very much so. Bum 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 bum. Give me a second, beautiful people. Give me a second. We'll be right back. right, beautiful people. Kesh, what's up, Kesh? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, did you guys find the exact time that we started our Christmas carols yesterday? Minute 47. If you missed it, minute 47 on yesterday's stream. Go ahead and check out the best live performance that you'll ever see. You guys are making my tummy want some food. That's what you're doing. Man, where'd our chat box go again? There we go. Maybe that'll bring it back. Maybe that'll bring it back. 236-day streak. It's insane, dude. It's insane. Our tradition in the southern states is Christmas breakfast with biscuits and chocolate gravy. I love biscuits and gravy. That's like one of my favorite meals. But I've never had biscuits and gravy with chocolate gravy. That is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Part of me is like, no way. And the other part of me is like, yes, I want that immediately. I'm going to have to give that a try one day. But anyway, Rich, welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing? Chocolate gravy. I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm on the fence about that. I'm in the South, too. And I'm still on the fence about it. I keep thinking about it, like, part of me thinks it might be really, really good. I'm gonna be eating leftover pizza today. That's what's on the menu for me. I still have leftover pizza from yesterday. So that's what's on the menu for me today. You can't beat leftover pizza. Sounds grim. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I said, I'm in the middle. I'm on the fence. Everybody's going to Crystal's house for Christmas breakfast. Don't show up uninvited. Chocolate gravy is basically chocolate syrup. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about it. It's just one of those things that you gotta try it, I think, before you can come to any conclusions. The best of Wonder Bros. The best of Wonder Bros. Greatest Christmas hits with songs like Holy Night, Jingle Bells, and Frosty the Snowman. Order your copy today. Yes, and of course, the classic #1 hit on the album, Holy Nights, parentheses, Sleep With Me. Yes, of course. But of course, you guys really want me to drop a mixtape? And, you know, I could download some like recording software, and I've got the mic for it. You know, I'll do some you singing, and we'll drop a mixtape. Think of chocolate icing, but with a gravy consistency. Still so on the fence about that. It's Silent Night. See, look, you guys wanted the mixtape, all right? I didn't say I was qualified. I didn't say I was qualified to drop a, an album. No, but nobody said I could do it professionally. All right? So, just saying. Disclaimer. Here I come, planes, trains, and automobiles. Hey, Donkey said Holy Night, alright? So in my defense, that one wasn't my fault. Look, I've got a way out of this one. That one wasn't my fault. Donkey said Holy Night. Right, you can blame him for that one. Donkey, you're taking the fall for this one.
We're headed to the playground.
Oh, no, we're not heading to the playground. That's an ad. Stop it, shut up. Jesus. So for those of you who don't know, if you don't catch those ads, I'm going to get 100 emails saying that I had copyrighted material in my stream, blah, 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 can't be monetized, whatever. Sometimes if you yell over it, it'll mess it up and the system won't pick it up. So... check your inbox. I have a pretty good cover of me doing Silent Night singing and playing guitar. If you're serious, that would be awesome. I would absolutely love to see that. Did Wonder Bro just throw me under the bus? No. Ha ha ha. No, technically I didn't throw you under the bus. You threw yourself under the bus. You threw yourself under the bus, alright? You can scroll up. The proof is right there. The proof is right there. Look, at some point, I need somebody to bail me out, alright? Wonder Brother, fatigue is better. Love to hear it, Rich. The anxiety symptoms are about gone. Love to hear it. As well, what is left is some pretty intense come and go feelings of depression. Do you think I am close? Absolutely, dude. I would say one thing, and one thing only. Don't be so quick to call yourself depressed. I'd rather you put the word fatigue on it. Think about it, dude. You've just been through a lot. You have done a lot of practice. A lot of work goes into this practice. You're going to be tired. You're going to be fatigued. Do not confuse fatigue with depression, right? You're going to be emotionally drained. You're going to be tired. You need rest. You need rest. Obviously, you've been putting in the work if your anxiety's getting better, right? I mean, plain and simple. You've been putting in the work, right? It doesn't get better instantly for any of those of you out there listening to what I just said. It does not get better instantly, but what I mean is his anxiety eventually did get better, so clearly, he's been putting in the work. But anyway, yes, don't be so quick to call yourself depressed, dude. I much prefer the term fatigued because it's not so self-defeating. It's not so monstrous, right? Fatigue, you're tired. You're going to be tired. You just put in a lot of work, so rest. Hope that helps you out there, Rich. And yes, I absolutely do think you're close. Did you ever along your recovery journey lose your confidence? Like the I can handle this in a really extreme way, even though you've been doing said thing a few times. Well, you're going to have ups and downs, right? You're going to have days where you're not perfect. You're going to have days where you do lose some confidence. You're going to have days where you just don't feel confident. You can still practice on those days. So you can be using the advice even without the confidence there, right? And a lot of people start there. A lot of people start with no confidence. So yes, you're going to have ups and downs. And yes, during my journey, I did have ups and downs. So that's normal. It's all about just getting right back to it and continuing. And you guys are going to hate hearing this word again. Continuing to put in that practice. Oh, holy night. See, so actually, what happened here, this was all Sarah's fault, right? This was not me or your fault, Donkey. This was all Sarah's fault. Good job, Sarah. This is all your fault. But yes, I absolutely would love to see you sing and play guitar. AKA work. Don't work too hard, Sky, man. I hope your shift goes by relatively smoothly. Everyone pointing fingers. Did you miss my lusciousness? Of course, Sky. Of course, dude. When do I not miss your lusciousness? You know you give out a lot of teaching and best knowledge, but the best thing you give out is hope. Dude, that was so kind. Thank you. I think people who give hope are some of the most valuable people in the world. Thank you for that, Rich. Seriously, thank you so much. That was very kind of you. I can only hope that I give out hope, right? I like the idea of thinking that people leave my streams feeling a bit more encouraged, even if it's just a little bit, right? Even if it just takes the edge off a little bit. I would like to think that my streams are able to do that for people. And you just reassured me that they do, so I appreciate that. I'm walking now. Cheers, Donkey. And like I said, I hope you have a decent day at work, Sky. Hope it's not too tedious. Hope it's not too tedious. Bum 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 bum. Ho 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 ho. Am I dreaming of a white Christmas this year? Yeah, sorta. I have a love-hate relationship with the snow. Only half of my roof is repaired just yet, so the other half is still winging it. So I'm not exactly dreaming of too heavy of a white Christmas, but you know. Rich with the $10 tip. Rich, thank you so much. I don't even know what time we're at on the stream. I'm just enjoying chatting to you guys. That takes us to 15, guys. 15 on the tip goal. If you would like to support today's stream, the link is in the description. You can make our money cloud rain. Rich, thank you so much, dude. So Rich and Rumble, appreciate you guys. That takes us to 15. If we could drop some purple hearts in the chat for these beautiful people, they help us do what we do, right? What would we do without our tippers? Thank you guys so much for helping me keep the show on the road. I appreciate you. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Thank you for the purple hearts, Fractal. Yes, always should show all the love in the world and gratitude to our tippers. Remy, thank you for that nice comment, love and care about each and every one of you as my fellow brothers and sisters. We're all walking this journey together. I love it. I love it. I love the sense of community here. I love the positivity. I love the support that you guys show one another. I say it all the time, and I'm not just trying to toot my own horn here, and I'm not trying to toot your horn either, but I think we have one of the best communities here on YouTube. Just saying, just saying. Love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. You're all gonna get there, man. I know, and I know at certain times it feels like you're not, right? Those days happen. Those moments happen. Maybe it's not days. Maybe it's just moments. Those moments happen. You just don't think you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. right? And I know that it's not saying a lot. But you're gonna get there, right? You're gonna get there. Donkey! Donkey with the $5 tip. Thank you so much, Donkey. Love you, man. Says, 'tis the season to be jolly. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Donkey. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. You're the best. Let's see, did I miss one? I don't think I did. Let me be sure, though. My notifications acted a little bit weird there. I did miss one. I missed a $5 tip. I don't want to say your name. Anytime you go directly through the PayPal, I don't say names. I just want you to take credit in the chat because I don't know if you want your name read or not, right? But whoever it was in the chat, if you want to take credit for that, we got another $5 tip. Thank you so much, guys. We're at 25. Thank you. Pablo Escobar is dreaming of a white Christmas. Am I right? Isn't he like in prison or dead? I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you. Whatever happened to old Pablo Escobar? I really don't know. I'm curious now. But yes, thank you, beautiful people. We're at 25. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Crystal, thank you for the purple hearts. Fractional, thank you for the purple hearts. Sarah, thank you for the purple hearts. Thank you. Johnny, Pablo is dead. All caps. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. That proved it. Fractual, my guy. Thank you so much for the $5 tip. I love you, dude. I love you. Let's get some purple hearts in the chat for Fractual. Thank you, man. We're at 30. Thank you so much. Johnny, thank you for the little lesson there. I appreciate it. Sky says only if you believe that, Johnny. Ooh. Is Elvis really dead? I don't know. I don't think Johnny meant the all caps. I think that was a typo, because half of Pablo is capped too. Thank you, Fractual, for the purple hearts. Remy, thank you for the purple hearts. Crystal, thank you for the purple hearts. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, beautiful people. Interesting, Donkey. Okay. I knew that at one point in time, but it's like one of those bits of information that you just don't retain. But I've watched like documentaries and stuff on it. In one ear and out the other. Good 2 hours of entertainment. Entertainment. I got a stutter today. Was it when you feel like what is it when you feel like you're in a dream or your mind is in a foggy cloud and you just aren't your normal self? I call that brain fog. I call that brain fog. Most people refer to that as brain fog, which really I think is the best way you can put it because it does feel like a brain fog. So yeah, that's usually the term you're going to hear the most is brain fog. It's pretty common. Depersonalization, derealization. Yeah, there's a slight difference between the two. Give me a second, beautiful people. 1 second. All right, we're back. I grabbed a slice of cold pizza. I was getting hungry. Derealization, right? Objects, etc., don't seem like they used to. Everything's seems untouchable and strange. I've never read about it yet. It sounds like derealization, which is basically the result of too much obsession. It's like your brain going into a failsafe mode. It's actually a good thing that derealization exists. What's the simplest way to put it? A tired brain. That's why everything feels, as you put it, just out of your reach. It's like the brain in a fail-safe mode. And again, the simplest way to put that is a tired brain. It's completely harmless. It's completely harmless and tends to come and go and will come and go. It's not something that you have to be concerned about. It's not something you have to put a whole lot of thought into, a whole lot of worry into. It is a tired mind, tired brain. Also, we got a $20 Cash App. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure that's tip goal, guys. I'm pretty sure that's tip goal. Yes. No, yes. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just verifying something. We did get a $20 Cash App from Sarah. Sarah. Thank you so much. That is typical. I got a mouthful of pizza. I can't talk today. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you. Guys, that is typical. Sorry, I'm trying to swallow this pizza. Guys, that is tip goal. Thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Remy, thank you for the purple hearts. Fractional, thank you for the purple hearts, dude. Thank you. Why is it telling me that? All right, because I'm going to be obnoxiously chewing for the next like half hour, probably not that long. It doesn't take me a half hour to eat pizza. But I am very hungry, and I'm going to finish eating this pizza now. This was an awesome stream. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys today. Thank you for all the beautiful positive comments and all of the great questions. I love you so much. And yeah, again, thank you for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see all of you beautiful people very soon. Let's read those names one more time. Sarah, Fractional, Donkey, Rich, and Rumble. Thank you guys for the support, and until next time, as always, stay awesome.